Of course, I have to continue in John 15. I just can't get out of this book, and I pray that is just the word that will make your day. Here we are in John 15. We ended with abiding. In verse 8, it says, "Herein my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, and you will be my disciples." Remember, we really can't bear the fruit that matters except we abide in the vine. And it's really Jesus working through us, the fruits of the Spirit, the love, joy, the peace. And from that fruit, disciples will be made, because we will be walking as Jesus walked. And disciples, people were drawn to him, and then they sat with him, they walked with him, they learned from him, because they had an open heart to receive from him his truth. And it landed on that good soil, the heart that was open and ready and willing to abide with him. It goes on to say, let's say, I love this. These things in verse 11 have I spoken to you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy shall be full. This is my commandment again, that you love one another as I have loved you. And then I love this verse, especially in 16, just to remind you, it wasn't our idea. It's not about us. It's not whether you were good enough or so bad. In verse 16, it says, "You haven't chosen me, but I chose you and ordained you, that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain valuable, worth keeping, and that whatsoever you ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. And these things I command you, that you love one another." That really doesn't sound too hard, does it? Lord, help us, Jesus. First of all, I pray that those that hear this today would just realize, their spiritual eyes would be open to realize how much you love them, that you went after them, that you chose them, and you desire that they abide with you. Let me just skip over here to chapter 14. Let me end with this. "If a man love me," in verse 23, "he will keep my words. They'll abide in him, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our abode with him." Ooh, I tell you, can't get any better than that. For Jesus to say, your house, the temple of the living God, is where I want to abide and sit with you. Wow. How about that? Amen.